Hey, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Sanja. Good morning to you. Good morning, Lisa Taylor. Good morning, C6. Good morning, Marcia. Good morning, Ruby. Good morning to you guys. So, today is the 15th, July the 15th. And, good morning, Gloria. How are you doing? How are you doing, Gloria? You doing okay? Hey, Lisa. Lisa Calhoun, good morning to you. So, let me see here. So, oh, goodness gracious. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. She said, I'm okay. I'm okay. Well, oh, wow. I'm trying to get comfortable here, you guys. I'm really am trying to get comfortable. Uh, I'm trying to think if I want to go to work today or not. I thought I had to work today, but they want me to come in. So I'm like, dang, I already got my hours in, so I don't know about all that. I don't know if I want to do that. Anyway, you guys, we're going to talk a little bit. We are going to, I should put my shoes on and just get out there and get to walking. I don't know if I want to walk, though, because I was feeling a little lightheaded earlier. Right before I came on, I was kind of just feeling a little lightheaded because I think I'm a little bit like, you know, it just seems to me, it seems to me that, okay, so here's the thing. So here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to set up. I was laying down, but it's just not working. My head is still kind of like a little lightheaded. So, um, she said, I'm working, but I'm listening. Don't walk being lightheaded. I know. I want to so bad. I want to so bad. But, so, you know. So we've been waiting. And that's probably why I don't feel like going to work. I would usually go to work on Fridays. You guys know I usually get that Friday and Saturday in, but, I'm just not feeling it. Um, so here's the thing. So I just sometimes want to just go sit out on the porch, but I'm just not feeling like, that's. I'm, I've done straightened up my kitchen and my dining room and my living room. I know, but see what's causing that lightheadedness. You know what I think it is? So, you guys know that you guys are my family. I just love you guys. I really do. I know sometimes you guys get mad at me, and I can't help that you guys get mad at me. I just can't. But, she says, "One, we love you." Well, you know, I just wonder. I wonder sometimes if, um, you know, do people really want the truth, or do they just want what sounds good, or if they can make some money on something or something. And so I get bothered sometimes because, you know, you have so much hope for people. Mad for what? None of us have all the answers. We don't know enough. I know, but we all have opinions and everything. We do. We have opinions, and I know that we want to think the best of people. We do. We want to think the best out of people, especially when they get emotional. But here's the thing. So if you, and we're just talking, you guys, we're just talking. We're on the watch for the press conference today. This is going to be the press conference for Codi Bigsby today at 1 p.m. They're not telling where it's going to be at. Everybody wants to know because I don't know. But I'm not really like on the watch for the press conference. I mean, you done already let the everything out the bag, which is there's a $25,000 for the whereabouts of Codi. We've seen the same thing happen on the California City Boys. The family um, put up $30,000, and I think it's a good gesture. I do. I really do. And it's just sometimes when you start looking at stuff, and opinions should be just thoughts with an open mind. I like when you guys conversate with me, get my mind right, get my mind right. You know, opinions are always wanted. You know, but sometimes I do get angry. I get angry, not because of what people believe, like or their opinion. I don't get mad over somebody's opinion. You and I can have a different opinion about something, but it's kind of just like you might like mac and cheese, right? And we're just talking today. We're just talking, you guys. I don't want to get in no drama, argument, conversation. Like when I've got certain people, and I say certain people that I speak to, not on a daily, but I speak to every now and then. I can't speak to everybody every day or all day or whatever. Sometimes it does get a little bit overwhelming, and I probably need to calm it down again. Maybe I'm stepping out of my bounds. You know what I'm saying? But one thing, you guys understand what I'm saying. So, one thing that I love you too, C6. Um, People sometimes think that they know you. And everybody that's in here can pretty much know me because I put myself out there. That just because I like you or just because we talk, I'm not going to lie to you about what I think or believe or feel or something. If I can't tell you something, I can't tell you or whatever. But other than that, when I talk to people straight on, like I might call Lisa Taylor, I'm talking to her straight. You know what I'm saying? I call Sonia Watts, I'm talking to her straight. If I call Ruby, I'm talking to her straight. If I call Gloria, if I call Freddie, I'm talking to them straight. I call Zan, I'm talking to her straight. If you ask me a question, I can only give you advice or my opinion. That's what we got. We all gonna have different opinions about things. That's what makes us unique and different. I don't get mad because you think it's okay to leave your kids at home. That's what you think. I just say, well, you wait and find out what kind of situation you're going to be in later on. I I value everybody's opinion. If it doesn't make sense to me, I can't change my opinion because yours doesn't make sense to me. Mine's make sense to me because of what I've been through or what I know or what I've seen or what I heard or, I sit up all night. I work all night long. I got to stay up all night long. So my thinking process is on 100 all the time. I'm up all night long, 8 hours, 10 hours. And I'm thinking, thinking, thinking. My mom would tell me all the time, girl, go lay down somewhere. You think too much. I'm thinking. I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that. If I can call this person, if I can get in touch with that person and what they're going to say and how they're acting and responding. But I value everybody when they tell me something. Just because maybe we don't agree doesn't mean it did not reach something in me. And I'm waiting to see if that's going to happen. Because I like story time. I like other people's engagement when they say something. Doesn't mean that I'm going to take it and run with it. I hear you, but I can't change my opinion about something because I hear what you say. Because maybe what you say is not making sense to me. And when things don't make sense to me, I can't change my opinion because your title or you live in a certain state. I can't change my opinion. My opinion is mine. And it may not be right. But I don't I don't I don't try to accuse someone unless I have a reason where something's not making sense. And if you're known as to being a liar and just blatantly just tell a lie, I'm not going to rock with you. I don't want to. I move around. I move around real quick. And I may not tell you I just moved around. I just go my own way. And then later on you be like, but SP, you know, you know. And I can tell when somebody's trying to persuade me to just kick it with them. And I can't. Because if I know that you lie with no problem and cry with no problem, I don't want to be friends. Because sooner or later you're going to want me to vouch for you. And, and I don't want to do that. You shouldn't even want me to do that. But because you have a different opinion, I am not mad at you. You know how many times I have different opinions with my mods? We have a different opinion all the time. Every last one of them. They got their own mind. And then you know what makes our mods the best? Because we have a different of opinion. And we don't push somebody down because they got their own opinion. We just go, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see at the end of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll see what comes out. Because now we're looking to see, why was your opinion right and mine's wrong? Or why was mine's right and yours was wrong? What did I miss? And it's going to make us better. And we're going to grow. So we build on that. We build on it. You know? We build on stuff like that. We've got a couple of things in common that we have to always keep at the front of everything. God is first. And if you keep him first, you don't want to just hurt somebody's feelings. But you want to let them know that God comes first. And if God comes first, and God is what? Love. God is true. Then that comes first also, because that is part of God. So when someone's not showing you truth in love, but they're, you know, telling you, you know, they they they're telling you something. See, I don't, I don't, love is an action word. God is action. He showed us love by knowing already we're going to do the things we do. And we all sin. But he said he gave his son for everything that we can possibly do. So he's not even looking at us. So, but we're still going to have to try to do better every day. We do. That don't mean, oh, okay, we just going to go ahead and tell this lie. Or we're going to go make this money. Or this can build us up. Do you not know if you're supposed to be rich, you're going to be rich? It's not because of you, nothing you can do. You can work hard as you want. You can work 15 jobs. If you're not supposed to be rich, you're not going to be rich. There's something you're supposed to do, whether you're rich or poor. But you got to be in that position. Now, if you're supposed to be feeding the homeless, but you rich and you ain't thinking about the homeless, why would he make you rich? You have to be comfortable where he's got you at. He's got you where he wants you at. Oh, you working 3, 4 jobs. Why you ain't got this? Why you still struggling? Why? Because that's where I'm supposed to be at. That's exactly where I'm supposed to be at. Yep. You might be going through a separation. You might be going through a divorce. You might lost a job. Might lost a kid. That is exactly where you're supposed to be at. You won't get a raise. You don't know how you're going to get to work. The bus came late. The bus didn't come at all. Your kid didn't call. Your kid mad at you. You ain't seen your grandkids. They want some new shoes. You trying to pay the electric bill. You're exactly where you're supposed to be at. No matter what's going on in your life, there's no such thing as coincidence. It's just not. Do you honestly think when you say that something is a coincidence, you're not giving God the glory? You thinking it's just a mishap by whatever that he did not understand or know. He knows the assignment because he is the assignment. He wants all of us to make it. And he knows we're going to fumble because we don't know what we're doing. We have no clue. It's like in before, in the dark, no lights, but you got to find your way to the door. You know? And it's scary. You don't know what's in the room. You don't know where the door is. You don't know if other people's in there. You don't know what's going to happen. That's life. That's how life is. So everything that we do is all in a learning process to make it to our destination, which is to be with him when all this is over with, right? I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. But the only things we really got to do, we ain't got to figure out who did what, who killed who, where this is. Yeah, we be fumbling around in the dark. That's how we are in life. That's why, it's like the blind leading the blind. How do you know what's right? How do you know what's right for me? Oh, you're wrong. You what do you mean I'm wrong? How am I wrong to you? How can I be wrong to you? When it with what I do in my life, I didn't ask for permission from you. I need to think the way I think so I can make it to where I need to be at. Right? You need to think the way you think to make it where you need to be at. Sometimes you'll be laying in the bed and your child comes across your mind and you be like, you trying to shake it. You be like, I don't want to call. I don't want to get up, go find the phone, call him, call her, da-da-da-da-da. But for some unknown reason, something just keeps nagging on you, nagging on you, nagging on you, nagging on you, nagging on you. Then you finally get up and you be like, I don't know why I got to make this phone call, but I'm going to make the phone call anyway. So you make the phone call. Your kid answered the phone. They like, hello? You're like, hey. They're like, hey, mama. You be like, what you doing? They be like, oh, nothing. Getting ready to go to work. Getting ready to go to the store. Cooking me some noodles. Whatever, whatever, whatever. And your mind is at ease. Your mind gets at ease because something was telling you to make the phone call. You don't know why. You have no clue why. You just fumbling in the dark. But you had to make the call because you wanted to make sure your child was okay. That's love. It's an action word, you guys. It's an action word. Just a phone call. It's not buying expensive gifts. Your kid told you something that kind of bothered you. They say, hey, mama, you know what I did? I wasn't trying to do this, but, I seen the cat next door and the cat keep getting in my trash. So I I kicked the cat. Even something that small, you go, hey, hold on. Every time your kid tells you something, what do? We know that they're going in a wrong direction somewhere. Oh, mom, I left my girlfriend at the store because she was hollering and cussing. No, 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 son. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, mama, you don't know this and you don't know that. No, mom, I don't know everything. But would you like for somebody to leave your child? Would you like somebody to kick your dog? Action. Love is an action word. It's also a noun because a noun is God, a person, place, or thing. You say, how can love be a noun and what is it, an adjective? But it is. Just like riding a bike. When somebody say in a sentence, she rode a bike, there's an action. That means somebody literally had to get on a bicycle and pedal. Somebody say she swam down the sea. There's action. She was kicking and flapping her arms. When somebody say, I love you, That's an action. Where's the action? You can't say you love somebody and show no action. It's not saying like pow, wow, bang. No, it's an action word. So when people tell me, and I'm just saying this because I keep remembering the chief of police saying, if the people that say that they loved Codi or they love Codi as present or loved past tense, you really go back and look at those videos, he doesn't talk about Codi in the present. Chief Mark talks about Codi in a past tense. And I think that's what's bothering me. He's been talking about him in a past tense right at the beginning. Not, it wasn't April, you guys. He talked about Codi in a past tense in February. He talked about Codi in a past tense pretty much right after in January the 31st on that day. And I'm just being honest with you guys. Now, I'm not giving up hope now. I don't give up hope. Because we done seen miracles now. But he does talk about Codi in a past tense. And it didn't start April the 5th before they came out and said, we presume him to be deceased. That was Antoine Bell. Here's the thing. There's another child in the Virginia area that came up missing. This little girl, she's Caucasian. I think her name is Carlisa or something of that nature. He said that it is no mystery what happened exactly. This little girl, I didn't get familiar with the case, but I just stumbled on it. They got the mama and the daddy in jail. You know, they waited. They waited a long time. They don't have the body, but they are charging the mama and the daddy as of right now for murder for this child. She's 3 years old. Because I was looking to see, was there other kids in that area that's missing? And you know the weird thing about it is, I believe, now don't quote me on this, but I believe that Amina Matheny Willard is covering that case. I couldn't really hear what they were talking about, but they were doing a press conference back in February. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm like, wow, this is not her first rodeo on a missing kid and family, you know. I wonder, you know what? And it's so weird to me how people will say, I love you and we friend or something, but get mad at me because I have my own opinion. I have my own opinion. I don't disturb nobody else's opinion. I don't. I I don't call them up and be like, you got to listen to what my opinions say. I don't do it. you know? I don't know everything, but you can't tell me. You can't tell me no foolery and think like maybe I don't get it right now. I'll get it later on. But just because you say it doesn't mean I get it. I don't get it. I get exactly what the Lord has given me, and I share it. And most of the time, I ain't seen where the spirit been wrong at yet. That's the reason why I'm just gonna keep on doing what the Lord tell me to do. He tell me to do it, I'm gonna do it. He tell me to say it, I'm gonna say it. He give it to me. I don't care how crazy it sounds. Sometimes you got proof and evidence, and sometimes it's just you be like when you love your kids, you be like, I know I gotta call this boy and see what he doing. There's a red flag to me just now putting up the reward. They don't owe me no explanation, but it makes me your int your my intuition rise. Yeah, makes mine's rise too. But you can't you can't say that it's not a good thing. It is a good thing. But they didn't just now put up the reward money, you guys. I'm not gonna I can't I can't just I can't they've been working on that reward money. So as bad as I don't want to say they did been working on it, they've been working on that reward money. They had $10,000 and they was trying to get somebody to match it. That's true. It just didn't just happen. Now who put up the rest of the money? I don't know. Maybe Amina did. Or maybe Corey's family did. I don't know why they didn't get it right, get it straight. I don't even think they got it right straight now. There's always reality in fairy tales. Yeah. So, when somebody tells you a story, let me say this. This is what I've noticed about Virginia. I know people in Virginia's going to be so angry with me because I'm not talking about everybody in Virginia. So I have had people come to me and say, yeah, us Virginians and stuff. And I know they feel some kind of way. But it's not everybody. You can never put everybody in a bucket, you know? But I can't see how a person can say, I love Cody. I, I'm just, this is my opinion that I'm finna express to you guys right now. This is my opinion. I can't see how somebody can say, I love Cody, I love Cody, I love Cody. I put my time into there. I've been working it. I want the truth. I want this baby at home. And I do this and I do that. But do not have a problem lying on a deceased baby. And here's the funny thing about it. People are mad at me. Thank you, Lisa. I got you. People get mad at me. Thank you, Sanja. I just wonder, I just wonder, love is an action word. You know how when people be like, your job, you work the job, and they be like, let me help you. Help me help you. Normally, when they say, let me help me help you know it's some bull crap, right? You just be like, and then the people that surround, when I say surround, the ones that do that, I know exactly what God meant when he says, sometimes I be thinking we are living in the last days. We are living in HE double hockey stick. Let me just say the words. We are living in hell. You know why? Because he said it'd be gnashing of teeth, gashing of teeth, you guys. I ain't seen something so wicked before in my life. When the right is wrong and the wrong is right. We mad at you. Mad at me for what? Telling the truth? I didn't go tell the lie. And he tells us that they will also say that they're coming in his name. And they're doing it all for the Lord. And it's just like, wow. You know what my grandma, my mama, you know, they're all passed away. But my grandmother, she would tell me about how this world was gonna be. And I would listen to her, and she say she don't want to be here. She said she don't want to be here. And then Obama made president, and my mom would say they gonna kill him. I said, "Oh, Mama, they not gonna kill him." She said, she said, "Baby, I'm not gonna get off into it." But yeah, you know, it's something else. So, what do you do? I, nobody wants to die. We all want to make it in heaven. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Zena. But when we blatantly see the unjust, not my kids are grown, but my grandkids got to live in this world with these crazy people, and they just doing whatever. I never knew how many parents and people, kids is a hot commodity now. I never knew how many kids come up missing, how many kids come up dead, how many kids get abused. I did not know. It's a, it's just unfreaking believable. And people like, it's no big deal. I'm gonna say this, and I know you guys gonna get mad at me, but I'm gonna say it. You know what? You know what bothers me about this case more than anything, and probably the reason why I stay on the case more than anything. But you know what bothers me the most? And I keep saying it. Nobody cares about this child. They say it, but remember, love is action word. But nobody really put any kind of emotion with this child being missing. No mama, no daddy, no grandma, no cousins, no auntie, no neighbor. We hear they do. We ain't seen nothing. Not one person. They'd be like, yeah, but we got this to do. Yeah, it's like you say, hey man, I need a ride to work. They'd be like, yeah, we gonna get you to ride to work. But before we get you, we got this to do. Or we doing this, or we doing that. We got two dogs in the fight. What the heck? Two dogs in a fight. You talking about a baby that was 3, just turning 4, and a grown 43-year-old man. If a bear came in the house and there's a grown man and a baby, which one would you save? Which one would you go and protect? I just wonder, which one would you go and try to protect? The child that can't defend himself, the child that can't read or write or make a phone call, or or the hands is just so little that they, they don't even really even know how to ball up a fist? Would you go or stand in front of the bear, in front of that 43-year-old grown man? Good morning, Amari. Let me tell you what mamas do. And not all mamas are the same. Just because you bear a child doesn't mean that you're a mother. You're not a mama. Mamas will get in front of that child. She don't care how big the bear is. Mama will get in front of that child. Now, here's what I'm saying though. The women is getting in front of the man. And it's like, he lost a child, allegedly. He lost a child, and everybody want to protect him. It's like the Hampton Police Department didn't knock on his door and say, "Hey, we're going to subject you to a lot of brutality, and we're going to mess up your civil rights, and we're not going to believe you, and we're going to make sure." No. And I get what they're saying. He called him saying, "Hey, look here. I can't find my child. My child is missing." I don't know why every time when I say that, I think about Trezell and Jacqueline making that phone call and jumping in the car and going around the block and not even calling for the kid. Every time when I say that, I'm like, and I tell people, don't even worry about it, you guys. Maybe the family is divided at this time. Nope. They will be. They will be. You won't know about it. There's people trying to befriend the family, and there's people trying to friend the mama, give her stuff, and so that they trying to get, like, let's be friends. When you know what you did, You're going to get people to buy you this and buy you coffee, buy you dinner, and sit there and look at them. You can get all this stuff free, whatever. People listen to the nonsense. But you're never going to make friends. They're very aware of people trying to be friendly. Very aware. Whether they did something or not. They have to be very cautious because if they didn't do anything, like I told you guys, I look at the both avenues of the situation because I don't know who. So when I say I just don't believe, well, why you don't believe that he left them kids at home by themselves for this, that, and the other? They've got evidence. I'm not saying that he didn't leave them at home, maybe here and there or whatever. And he could have. I'm just saying I don't believe. Every time he walked out the house, he never got a babysitter. Because if that's true, there's more charges. Because he just didn't start it. And you know what's so weird? You know what's so weird? People are not really telling you. You know, Corey got a lot of kids. Corey got a lot of kids. But you know why you're not going to hear about those other kids? Because people thinking that, well, I'm going to do the right thing and I'm just not, I just don't want to put, people will take that information and throw other kids in there, which is not a good thing. But he got a lot of them, you know? I always say I keep the door open for the parents. Why? Because not not because they done anything, or it's what they didn't do, you know? I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I hear you. And that's probably why I'm not going to go to work today and I've got a little headache coming on. I'm actually supposed to be on Pecosha also and I'm just not even feeling it. I'm just not even feeling Pecosha. I'm just not feeling that thing. No, 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 no. Anyway, you guys, when people tell me that they're for this child, I see with my own eyes, no, they're not. No, they are not. I don't see that. And ain't nothing wrong with making friends with Kool-Aid. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. And we gonna keep, we gonna try. I ain't gonna say because I already know. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I can blow up at any given time. I know this. So you know what I've been doing? I've been backing off. I've been backing off. Because it's not all about exposing people. But I said, and I beg people, don't come over here with no foolishness, with the bull crap. You know what? I don't want to hear it. Because you're hindering the investigation. You're hindering people that wants to do something right. Don't tell me you got all the right motives, but you're telling me poor Corey. And I feel bad for Corey that he's in jail. Not bad that I want him out, you guys, because something's wrong with his story. I'm saying for him to had to go through being subjected to the where his rights was violated. But I believe that, when it comes to rules and regulations and rights or whatever, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I feel, even though that, hey, you got to pay the cost when you make that decision. But I feel like they were trying to get information because the clock was ticking. That's what I feel. I do. I believe that they thought the clock is ticking. This child could be in danger, or we can probably find the child, or did somebody sell the child, or the child is sex trafficking, or the child could be deceased. But we're not looking for deceased. When they go in, they're not sitting there with their mind, let's go dig up the backyard. They're looking for a live child because this is new, this is fresh. You just called us. You said you seen the child at 2. We got to go with what you're saying. Not saying that we believe you, but everything that you say is very critical that we get on it. And so Chief Mark says within 2 hours, he called the FBI. I'm going to say this, and I keep saying it. He called the FBI. I know somebody came in and said it's in the regulations that they got to call him in 15 minutes. I I haven't found that nowhere, nowhere. Now, I'm not saying it's not true because I'm not trying to expose nobody or anything. I'm just saying I haven't found that. You know what I'm saying? People love to come and say, SP, you're wrong. SP, you wrong. You happy because I'm wrong? You're wrong. What am I wrong about? No, honey. In my opinion, I'm right until I can find the truth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's this, it's this. We had a young lady that comes in all the time, and I've never really said too much to her or something. She left me a little comment. She says, well, uh, you went through the definitions. I can't remember all she says. She says something about you go through the definitions and it means this and it means that and it means this and mean that. Now, I don't know who she is, and I really don't. I don't know if she's an attorney. It really doesn't matter to me if you are an attorney or you a paralegal. It really doesn't matter to me if you're paralegal. Because like I said, those words have different meanings. And if you look them up, those meanings mean exactly what I said also. Just like you could say gross, and this is what I said in the comment. Gross meaning what your gross income. It also means, you know, unbearable, gross. It also means, you see what I'm saying? So why would you take the meaning, and it's in the dictionary, and say, well, you're wrong because this is what it means over here. But when I look at it and I think, well, couldn't it mean this? Well, yeah, it could. But we're looking at the conversation. Well, over here, they meant it over here. Gross and wanton. Yeah. Cause, and why I think that? Like I said, you can be right, or I can be right. Well, then why did they not charge them? If you're right, SP, let me tell you something. They didn't charge Patrick, Taylor Williams with Brianna. They didn't charge her because it's very hard to prove. And that's what I was telling the young lady. It's very hard to prove. especially when the kids don't even know the right words. They don't know the dates. They don't know the times and all this other stuff. But I just trying to tell people to really pay attention, because this is my opinion. See, we built this channel so we can express ourselves. Oh, we're going to get attacked, but to express why we feel the way we feel about the disregard to human life. Because usually, when you have children and it's more than one child, that you can leave for 6 and 7 and 8 hours and days at a time. And then now they got evidence that there's abuse, physical abuse. And not one person is crying over this child. So, you know, I remember Cortessa telling me that, Cupcake was dirty. Nobody was paying attention to Cupcake. She was dirty. She felt sorry for the little girl. I don't know how true it is, but that's what she said. That's what she said, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember, but that's what she said. People don't pay attention to dirty little kids and kids that, that's the ones that they get. That's the ones that gets subjected to all this stuff. So you mean to tell me that this person can not take the kids to the hospital, not take them to the doctors, leave them at home hours at a time, lock them up in a room or whatever, beat on them, hit on them or whatever. That's what you call it. But nothing sexual is going on, because you want to believe that that's just, you just throw that out there. I threw it out there because guess what? 9.99.9% of the time, when you have all of those attributes, that sexual is in the equation. And you can't tell me that it's not. You can't tell me that it's not. Whether they can prove it or not. We talked about the grandpa that got out of prison and took the sledgehammer to the little kid 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And we're wondering, why not all the other kids? Why that one? What happened? Oh, he got my money and this, that, and the other. And why did that mama or the grandmother take the kids over to his house when he fresh out of prison? But here's the thing. Everybody on the grandma's side, well, we didn't do nothing wrong. They're his grandkids. You don't just go hand some man a whole bunch of kids. You don't lost your cotton picking mind. He been in prison for years. He done killed somebody before. Oh, no, let's back up. That was an accident, remember? We wait until something happened, then we be like, well, I didn't know. The mama, the grandma, she didn't know. Why are you handing this man straight out of prison some kids? Why you hand this man straight out the army some kids if he done went to 2 or 4 times? You know? Not making right decisions. When I say right decisions, I'm looking at everything. I'm like, Corey could be a really good person, and he probably is. But he did do a AWOL. What would make a man walk away from a stellar job? Okay? Then come back, lie about it, and say he was doing the birthday thing with his wife. They was like, you know what? dude, you making some mistakes. You making some bad. We're not trying to hurt you or anything, you know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give you an honorable discharge so you can get all your things. Cause you done put 20 years in here. You finna throw it all away behind what? Something. You throwing it away behind something. What is it? The only thing that's changed in your life when you made it to the United States, you up and left your wife. And now you with a woman that already has one of your kids, now got two of your kids, now having some more kids, and you didn't even go back to your wife. Because you got this money, and you know those women in that area is definitely wanting that money. He's trying to take care of his responsibility. He's not just trying to leave the woman with all these kids or whatever. And he said he loved her and he left his wife and he lost his job and he still got some nice income coming in without even having to work. Because guess what? That's $1,500 every 2 weeks when you're working a $20 job. He ain't got to work a job for the rest of his life. He's going to get $3,400 a month, no matter what. And he's not even disabled. $3,400 a month is some good money to not be working. That's some good money, you guys. I would love to get $3,400 a month and I won't work. I would have no reason to work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at this. When he moved over there to the new house, he was already acting all weird and not letting the kids out. The man said he'd see the kids. Okay, why would you start acting like that when you first moved in? Why? And like I said, this is my opinion. The child been gone. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I'm gonna say this, and you guys make me understand it, please. Make me understand and prove me. You don't have to prove it, but give me an answer. Here is the question. Here's the question. And I really want everybody to give me their answer. How in the world could CPS go to Washington and take the kids from the mother if she's not already unfit or a part of this investigation, or she's included in that time frame where everybody think that she was there in 2 years and she just handed the kid? She either has to be a part of the equation or she's already been deemed unfit. How in the world could they take the kids from the mama if she wasn't there when when this child came up missing? How could they? Tell me, how could they? Evidence was available for a CPS. I would love to. Well, here's the thing. She hadn't seen the kids for 2 years. Now, whatever happened to those kids while they were with him, she ain't got nothing to do with it. They didn't do that in the Cash case. Remember, the mama ain't seen them kids in 2 years. She came right down and got them kids and took them home. CPS didn't come and pick up them kids. She said, I would love to get my hands on that money, but I'm not desperate. What money you talking about, Tina? You see what I'm saying? Tina, what you talking about? You talking about the $25,000 or the $3,400? Already being deemed unfit. Just my opinion. Documentation had to be noted for CPS. Already had a case. Now, you guys remember we were talking? See, because everybody's saying the same thing I'm saying. Now, remember when we were talking before and we were saying, why did he leave the army or something? Why did he go AWOL? And I said, maybe he had to step in there. Maybe they was going to come and get his kid. So he had to come in and step in and get the kid and prove or something that he got the kid or woo 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 woo. And he stayed there for 3 weeks or whatever. And while he stayed there, he ended up knocking her up again. He went on back home like what nothing changed or anything. His wife wondering where he's at. His kids wondering where he's at. Everybody wondering where he's at. He in the United States. So I think he had to show his face and say he's the father of that kid, because they were going to take the kids back in when he went AWOL. Marcia says, already had a case. I believe she was visiting them and knew of the abuse, and the CPS was informed by Ellie. He could be getting 100% disability benefits for mental issues plus his pension. Yes. I believe that she was deemed to be already unfit. Yes, ma'am. I need more information about the first deceased child. Well, we told you. The only information you're going to get about that child, because they are a child, is that they ruled it suicide. What makes a 12-year-old child commit suicide? What will make a 12-year-old child commit suicide? Tell me. See, now looking back over things, people are placed in our chat rooms and stuff for certain reasons. Now, I did not know that. Remember we came on and we had a guest, and the guest was Miss Blue. Well, no, we didn't have, we had BLM. BLM was going to come on. And I didn't tell nobody because I didn't want nobody to know. And he must have spoke to this person, that person, but he didn't show up. And then I came on and I told everybody. And then Miss Blue came on and she was like, well, we were going to give him the business. We were going to give him the smoke. And I said, hey, hold on. What smoke are you talking about? See what I'm saying? What smoke? You talking about all this smoke, but when he shows up, then you in the chat just looking. You know what I'm saying? And it just seemed like things just kept coming that way. It's like, here, SP, we get you in there, and then you get, we're going to say this stuff about this person. And I kept trying to get off of the subject. She kept jumping on the subject, and then he going to call live about me. I wasn't talking about you. I don't even know the man. Now, I figured out that he is a hothead, but still, I ain't got no problem with him. And then they run and hide. And then every time they get a chance, they're going to say something negative. But guess who's going to have to deal with that? I would have to deal with that. Then when they get mad because you're going, well, okay, why would I go after BLM when he's just a person that doing what he do? I'm more interested in the cousin, the sister, the mama, the wife. So I want to look at the wife. Oh, now I made Shauna mad. I ain't said nothing to that girl. I just said, I thought you told us, you told me that the mama and she got her kids that same day. That's what you told me. I know why she didn't show back up. It's because a lot of our conversation was recorded. Here's the thing, you guys. I don't even go back and listen to the recording, but I guarantee you that it's recorded. I don't go back and listen to it because it ain't going to bring Codi home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if people wants to hear what you're saying and you sitting over there going, well, SP is down in a black woman. She's talking, I can't believe that you talking bad. You know what? I can't believe that you would support. Now, you can support the mama all you want. But to sit here and say I'm bashing this woman that I'm not. Because there's a lot of things I could say. Because when you don't even speak up for your child, that's enough in itself. You know how many, do you know how many channels that when a mama don't show up and speak to their child, how they drag that woman down the street and how they stay on dragging her, and then they go find out everything, everybody she ever dated. They find out all the boyfriends. They have them come on. They cuss her out and call her names and pick out names for her and all that other stuff. You don't see me doing that. SP, same question I asked when a 10-year-old took his life. Their kids are being abused by the hands of the parents, etc., and they feel this is their only way out. Exactly. Exactly. I ain't never dragged none of these women down the street. I didn't drag April down the street. I didn't drag King's mama down the street. Now, what I have done, and let's not get it twisted, I have shown their character. On each and every woman, I have shown their character. That's what I have done. I am guilty of that. I am so guilty of that. I did it. I did it. I sure did. Not saying I'm proud of it, but I can own up to what I have done. I have shown your character. And every one of them had a character. I've never said nothing really bad about April. She said, you just don't like me. Honey, I just don't understand why you left your kid in the middle of crack alley. I but other than that, me and you cool. And then people was like, she said, that my mother epping kids. Well, that was a fighting mama. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say nothing about Ryan. Do you guys know? Let me tell you guys this before we get off of here. Our hour is up. Ryan Dean was on Court TV last night, you guys. Do you guys know that? She was on there the night before, but the audio was messed up, so they had her back on last night. You guys put a 1 in the chat if you guys know. Put a 2 if you didn't know. Ryan Dean did an interview with Court TV yesterday, July the 14th. Did you guys know it? Okay, so you guys need to go over to Court TV and check it out. Yes, check it out. Make sure you guys check it out. Okay? She's actually in Dallas right now. And it's weird because I heard the hospital bells. And I'm thinking, is she in some kind of rehab or hospital or something? Why is she in the hospital doing an interview? Nobody's seen it. Make sure you guys check it out, okay? All right, family? Because that case we're still watching. And what she's doing on there is she's talking, she has her attorney on there. He's in a different area. And so they're zooming him. And one thing I found out that I did not know, and I'm going to share this with you guys because now that I see nobody seen it but me last night. See, you guys, I'm up all night watching stuff. I stumbled on it. I stumbled on it. Okay? I stumbled on it. Anyway, she said that her mother, they got a letter. So you know what? And we didn't know this because I'm like, ain't no way she gonna win that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because she lost custody of the kid. But here's the thing: they were supposed to reunite those kids, if not with her mother, right? And her mother got a letter from them saying that they didn't find nothing wrong with her house, her income. She got nothing. She did everything. The grandmother, not Ryan. Ryan was missing one thing. I don't know what it was. Ryan did everything but one thing. But the grandmother did everything. Everything was right. Her house was fit. She had enough room for the kids. She went to the classes and everything. But you know what they told the grandmother? We're just not going to give them to you. We're going to give them to the West. And that right there tells me that grandmother going to get that money. Nikki said, where the video at? Court TV. Nikki, I'm going to start making me some noodles, you guys. If that's okay with you guys. Court TV, baby. Court TV. Okay. I'm not trying to do this, but you guys, I got to set this up some kind of way. Just so I can get my noodles started. I give y'all nuggets so y'all can go run and give them to another creator. It doesn't bother me none. I got to get my noodles started. So just hold on. You're welcome. No problem. No problemo. I know I'm running through stuff. I'm running through stuff. Got my noodles started. Oodles and noodles. I love them. I can eat them every day. It looks like the sun is not going to come out, or it's going to come out later on. But anyway, the other thing is they got a billboard up for Tyrese Gibson down there in the Texas area. I seen that also. It's beautiful. It's huge too. So Tyrese's birthday is in July, and so I'm pretty sure they started his trial for the Tyrese Gibson. They started the trial. I'm sorry, excuse me, you guys, on the 12th. So that's what's up on that. Uh, what you doing? What the? Oh yeah, they got a Sanja. They got a new car. They got a new car, and it's beautiful too. Made me go, uh-oh. Made me feel kind of some kind of way. I'm not jealous or anything. I can always get a car. I can always get a new car. I can get a car just by, I ain't got to put nothing down. I can just get a car. But I'm happy for it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. So, and I told her she deserved it and she needs it. And she came over here driving it. Yep. She came over here driving her brand new, and I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It looks just like my daughter's car. I mean, it's nice. And so they're getting ready to take their trip, their family reunion, in a couple of days. I think maybe this weekend. I don't know. But yeah. And so they're not, yeah. But it's kind of a car make you be kind of jealous. I'm not jealous, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, girl, you doing better than me. What the? You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for him now. Like I told her, I'm always happy for people when they, anybody can get in the car if you want them payments. I don't want no payments. I need a new car, but I don't want no payments. I got enough things I'm paying on right now, so I'm just getting things paid off or whatever, trying to get things back to a situation before this COVID hit because it got us all off of whack. Anyway, you guys, I'm finna get on off of here. She said, yes, glad they got a ride. Yep, well, she had to give back that big expedition that they had. Something went wrong with the paperwork and the title, and so they gave them their money. They gave them money that wasn't even theirs to give it back to them. And so they took that money and put it down, and now they're making payments. So I follow this other YouTube channel, and he's having a big banner made for Codi and hanging it. I forget where exactly he's hanging it. Oh, okay. And I watch Court TV all the time, and I missed it. What? Yeah. Yep, you did. You missed it. You missed it. Everybody in here missed it. See, you guys, I'm good for something. I'm good for something. I'm good for something. Um, just what I'm trying to tell you guys is just with that alone, just with that alone, I think that they can win that case. Because remember, before I was like, they're not going to be able to win that case. You know what I'm saying? Because she lost, what's the name again? Court TV. Somebody, Tina Paris, somebody put it in the chat form. I wish I had the link and I could have just sent it to you, but I didn't copy the link because I watched the whole thing. Court TV. Court TV with Vinny Politan or whatever his name is. What's his name? Vinny Politina or something. So y'all keep up with the classic and sincere case, you guys. I wasn't supposed to find that. We got too many researchers out there that's supposed to hand me that. How does that work? Thank you, Lisa Calhoun. Lisa Taylor. Lisa Taylor. I said Lisa Calhoun. Girl. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to make some phone calls to some of my family, my peoples. And we're going to wait for this press conference. You guys go check out the court, um, the name of the person. Oh, the name of the person, Ryan Dean. Ryandean. Oh, Vinny Palatine, Palatine or something. That's the one that's doing he covers everything on Court TV. But Ryan is Sincere's mother, their biological mother. And yes, she was on there crying, you guys. And yeah, it looks like she's sitting in a hospital somewhere. Like she's in a hospital, and you could just keep hearing the hospital buzzer going off. I'm like, why is she in the hospital doing this interview or something? But she's in Dallas. She's in Dallas, you guys. She's not even in California anymore. And she looks totally different too. I mean, she just looked like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, she looks like 5, 6 years added on to her. You know what I'm saying? Like losing those babies is something else. I'm finna get off of here. My phone's trying to die anyway. Go look at the Court TV. The mother of the California City Boys was on that channel. If anybody is interested, right? All right, you guys, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. Gotta go. Why my phone not just cutting off? Hey, Papa. Ooh. What's going on with you, Papa?